Huge soccer stadium, better than 110,000 seated for soccer. And this indoor arena noted for its cycling competition. Hi, everybody. Marv Albert with the Fight Doctor. Ferdy Pacheco, and in boxing parlance, no bicycles will be used here. No cycling on the part of WBA junior middleweight champ Mike McCallum or the man looking to win the crown, Luigi Minchillo. Both are stand-up type fighters. Both look to put the pressure on.
Minchillo is in the classic mold of a brawler. Carmen Basilio, Rocky Graziano, he's rough and he's tough. Whereas the champion, McCallum, is more in the mold of Sugar Ray Robinson. He punches to the body with devastating effectiveness and to the head. But there's a factor that came up this morning. There's soft, boggy tissue around the eyes of Minchillo, and now, all of a sudden, cuts can be a factor in this fight.
So it will be Mike McCallum, Luigi Minchillo. Boxing is just ahead. Stay with us right here on NBC's Sports World. And on Fight Time, and earlier we talked with both Mike McCallum and the challenger to his title, Luigi Minchillo.
Well, Minchillo is the kind of fighter who everybody knows is durable, knows he's tough, and fight him home, I know he's going to be twice as strong. And my goal is to stop him, because Duran Hearns didn't stop him. And doing it at his hometown is more remarkable in the eyes of the public back home.
È normale che il pubblico ha la sua percentualità.
It's normal that the public has its contribution.
Ma è anche normale che io ci devo mettere.
It's also normal that I will be the one who will be moving my hands and fighting.
Sperare che con l'aiuto del pubblico e con le mani che muovo.
With the help of the public and my fighting, I hope I become champ.
Now this is my goal. You went the distance with Thomas Hearns. You went distant with Duran, but my goal is to stop him.
Minaccio per me, io dico solamente se una persona.
A threat to me is someone who comes with a gun or a pistol.
Ma non crede che McCallum sia a livello.
I don't believe that McCallum is at the same level as Duran or Hearns.
I've got a lot of bad breaks in boxing, and now I'm very happy at my chance, and I'm going to show, and I'm going to show it to the world that I'm a great champion.
Oggi come oggi lo valuto perché lui è campione del mondo.
Today I evaluate it as he being the champ.
Per cui lo devo valutare da campione del mondo.
And I consider him to be the champ of the world.
Ma mi auguro che sia solamente oggi che lo valuto da campione del mondo.
But I hope I don't have to evaluate him for always being the champ.
So WBA junior middleweight champion Mike McCallum and Luigi Minchillo are getting ready. Boxing coming up as NBC Sports World continues. Marv Albert with Ferdy Pacheco back in Milan, Italy, moments away from fight time. Luigi Minchillo getting set to go up against the WBA junior middleweight champion Mike McCallum. McCallum's most significant victory back in November of '82. He stopped the former junior middleweight champ Ayub Kulule in the 7th round, about that led to Kulule's retirement. For McCallum, it was a string of 4 straight knockouts, opening with 1980 with this stoppage of Tony Suero in the 3rd round. McCallum is not a devastating puncher, does it by going to the body. Only 3 opponents have gone the distance with the body snatcher. One was Manuel Jimenez in October of '83. And this past October at Madison Square Garden in New York, McCallum won the title with a bell-to-bell convincing victory over Sean Mannion. A unanimous decision from Mike McCallum, who today faces Luigi Minchillo, who at 44-3 has been in with 2 of the best, losing to Roberto Duran in a 10-round decision back in September of 1981. And last February, it was Thomas Hearns taking a 12-round decision, but Hearns said after the fight it was one of the toughest physical bouts he's ever experienced. A fight that saw Hearns cut over the right eye. Not an easy night for the hitman in his hometown of Detroit. And in his home area, here is Luigi Minchillo from Foggia in southern Italy. Luigi Minchillo, ranked 6th by the WBA. He is the Italian junior middleweight champion, a record of 44-3, 28 by knockout. His last fight, October the 5th, he stopped Ron Lee Warrior in the 7th round. His most impressive wins over Maurice Hope, defending his European junior middleweight title, and he beat Louis Arcades to win that championship back in July of 1981. Now, the WBA junior middleweight champ, Mike McCallum, was scheduled to be in the ring at this moment, but perhaps showing some gamesmanship. He wants Minchillo to wait it out and think about it. That is the, you just saw a shot of the tunnel in which McCallum will eventually make his way into the ring. And we are still awaiting the appearance of Mike McCallum. And now here he comes. 27-year-old Mike McCallum out of Kingston, Jamaica, now living in Brooklyn. Record of 22-0, 19 by knockout. McCallum, born in Kingston, Jamaica. He moved to live with relatives in Canada as a teenager before moving on to Nashville, Tennessee, where he fought as an amateur, guided by Clint Jackson, trained along with Jackson and Johnny Bump City Bumpus. Mike represented Jamaica at the 1976 Montreal Olympics, losing in the quarterfinals. As an amateur, won 2 national Golden Gloves titles and 1 national AAU championship. And in the 1977 Golden Gloves, McCallum defeated Marlon Starling in the quarterfinals, and then Roger Leonard, the brother of Ray Leonard, in the finals. Mike McCallum, 22-0, 19 by KO, being led by his advisor, Lou Duva. So he forced Luigi Minchillo to do some waiting in the ring. And here is McCallum. His last fight, October at Madison Square Garden in New York. He won the vacant title by scoring a unanimous decision over Sean Mannion. A shutout. In fact, one judge had it 149 to 123. A very long waiting time in the ring for Luigi Minchillo. Luigi Minchillo, who won in a losing effort last February against Thomas Hearns, and now satisfied in that he sees his opponent in the flesh, Mike McCallum. We'll be right.
What would you...
Back in Milan, the Italian national anthem was just played, and now the Jamaican national anthem as we get set for fight time. Jamaican national anthem preceded by the Italian national anthem as we close in on WBA junior middleweight champion Mike McCallum defending his title against Luigi Minchillo. A crowd of 8,000 on hand. In fact, the largest gate ever in Italian boxing history here tonight at the Sport Palace in Milan. The scoring will be on the 10-point must system. The referee and the 2 judges scoring the bout The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. No standing 8. There is a mandatory 8. The bell does not save the fighter except in the final round. And the introduction of referee Frank Cappuccino out of Philadelphia. The judges for the bout, Lou Tabit from Las Vegas, Nevada, and Carlos Sucre from Venezuela. We are live from Milan, Italy.
Good evening. I've given you the instructions in the dressing room. Are there any questions? Okay, both your front club. Shake hands, both you.
We are scheduled for 15 rounds. Mike McCallum and Luigi Minchillo. And there is the championship belt of the WBA junior middleweight title holder, Mike McCallum. McCallum, whose knockout power usually comes from an accumulation of punches rather than a single blow, looks to work the body, looks to wear down his opponent, and so he calls himself the body snatcher.
That's a moniker he deserves because he does not neglect the body. He's a good combination puncher. He's a patient puncher.
What about that cut over the eye of Minchillo we discussed earlier?
6 weeks ago, he had a nick, and it was described that way by his manager, so you got to figure it was a cut over an eye, and it looked very soft and boggy this morning at the hotel, so he's got that problem to worry about. For McCallum's part, he can patiently pick apart the defenses of Minchillo. Minchillo is one of these guys that comes in head first, elbow first, knee first, anything he can get in.
Minchillo, that gets the crowd going.
Well, everything he does is going to be greeted by a roar because there's not one person here outside of McCallum's wife that's rooting for McCallum. There goes the chant. Just when Minchillo was getting off 3 or 4 good hooks, McCallum ripped a thunderous hook that stopped Minchillo's attack in mid-attack.
And Mike McCallum going to the body very effectively. Luigi Minchillo retired from boxing at the end of 1982, a retirement that lasted 8 months. Since returning to the ring, he's won 5 of 6, 4 by knockout. The only loss of that stretch to Thomas Hearns.
Remember, Tommy Hearns couldn't put him out, couldn't put him down, neither could Duran. So you've got 2 of the big punches of the last 2 decades. McCallum living up to form here, just trying to pick him apart. Doing a good job in combination.
The crowd again comes to life with Minchillo landing. Good counter, as you saw, by McCallum.
Most of those jabs are landing on the gloves of Luigi Minchillo. But they keep him busy.
Final seconds, round 1. We'll be right back. Mike McCallum out for round 2. We are live from Milan, Italy. Marv Albert with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. I thought an even opening round.
Yes, I had to shade it slightly to McCallum. He was dictating the tempo, and his combinations were crisper, but it was very even, and I could see where the judges would go an even round in that first one.
Mike McCallum with that 3-inch height advantage over Luigi Minchillo.
McCallum working just a little bit harder than Minchillo is.
Minchillo felt he was butt. Felt he took a butt from Mike McCallum.
He did, and he looked at his glove to see if there was any blood on it. He's worried about that area.
Oh, left hand by McCallum got in.
You can see the beauty of those body shots by McCallum and why they call him the body snatcher. Luigi Minchillo is also not neglecting the body. He's going under and over as well.
Oh, big right hand by McCallum, who is an excellent technical fighter, very fast. Usually looks for the early knockout. He's had 4 first-round knockouts. Sandwich in the first 3 rounds, although he could not put Sean Mannion away. Mannion lasting the distance in his last outing.
Remember, this is the kind of fight that Luigi Minchillo figures to be outspeeded at the beginning, but he's the kind of fighter that just guts it out and waits for you to get tired. McCallum wants to get out of here fast tonight. He's working as hard as he can to get Luigi Minchillo out of here.
And at this point, the crowd overreacting to everything that Minchillo does. So you are hearing roars, but Minchillo not necessarily coming through a telling blow. Looked to be a low blow thrown by Minchillo.
A low, hard hook to the body of Mike McCallum. He didn't even wince, though. It landed right on the protector.
Nothing landed in that flurry, but the crowd came up and reacted strongly.
A champion working hard.
And we're coming to the end of the second round. We're a team. An overhead shot of the Palazzo dello Sport, used primarily for cycling and for basketball. Motorcycle precision racing here last night at the Velodrome at the Palazzo dello Sport. And tonight, a crowd of about 8,000 for boxing. Mike McCallum in the goal, defending his WBA Junior Middleweight Championship against Luigi Minchillo. Minchillo, a native of Italy, the favorite here and claiming low blow, although Frank Cappuccino, the referee, said not so.
No, he just said you evened the score, you hit him low in the second round, now you got it in the third. And he has hit him 3 times low with hard hooks as the champion. McCallum is outspeeding and outpunching Luigi Minchillo, and that's figured to be that way.
And McCallum succeeding with uppercuts. And that short right hand getting in. There's the uppercut.
Boy, can this guy take a punch. Can Minchillo take a punch? Those were right on the button and as hard as I've seen McCallum throw a punch. McCallum must be having doubts about his punching power now.
Minchillo landing on McCallum.
This guy's just like Carmen Basilio. No matter what you did to him, he was right there and he kept punching. No discouragement on the part of Minchillo, and I don't know why, because he's getting hammered.
Just past the halfway mark. Round 3. By McCallum got in by Minchillo.
Beautiful, sneaky uppercuts by the champion, Mike McCallum. Even when he's going off balance, he throws them.
And Minchillo able to land with the right hand. Lou Duva in the corner of Mike McCallum, screaming at McCallum to continue to go to the body.
Minchillo willing to take 2 or 3 to land the body shot. And Mike McCallum obliging. Boy, is he giving him a boxing lesson.
McCallum with very sharp blows. Uppercut, short right hand. saying, come on, as we come to the end of the round. We'll be right back. Marv Albert with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco from Milan, Italy. And Luigi Minchillo, we knew going in, had the reputation of having a good chin. Guy likes to keep the pressure on. Hand speed, though, has been a question mark. But he has never been knocked down.
It is amazing because he certainly gets hit flush on the chin. And bear in mind, McCallum goes, there's that nice sneaky uppercut. There it is again.
And Minchillo got the right hand in.
McCallum complaining again to the referee about low blows.
All right hand by McCallum.
McCallum firing off at all angles. Anybody can use an uppercut like that, like the champion has. It's going to devastate his opponent. Good right hand by Minchillo, drawing that roar from the crowd. Well, when you fight Luigi Minchillo, it's going to come down to a battle of the wills. Because I wonder if the champion, Mike McCallum, can keep this up for 15 rounds. I know Minchillo can. He's that kind of a fighter.
What does the fight doctor scorecard show?
It's a close fight, but on the cards, all 3 rounds have gone to Mike McCallum. It's 30-27. No question as to the mastery and boxing skill of Mike McCallum over Luigi Minchillo, but then Minchillo has that kind of stick to it and guttiness that you need to win.
Oh, what an exchange. Scoring is on the 10-point must system, handled by the referee and the 2 judges. We're just under a minute left. Round 4, action picking up. McCallum continues to get that left hand in.
McCallum giving ground in this exchange, as you'll notice. That means the strength is going over to Luigi Minchillo. Minchillo just keeps coming.
And they're chanting for Luigi Minchillo. Coming up on 15 seconds left, round 4. And McCallum with the combination.
And they all landed.
Big finish for Mike McCallum. And we have seen late hits following the last couple of rounds.
You make the fight much easier. How do you feel? Okay. The guy's pulling you, right? Stay on there, right? Just keep your hands up good. Don't let him out hustle. You got me coming? Just don't let him out. Just don't let him out.
George Bank and Lou Duva in the corner of Mike McCallum. Mike McCallum, 27 years old, will be 28 next week, from Kingston, Jamaica. Record of 22-0, 19 by knockout, defending his WBA junior middleweight title against Luigi Minchillo. This is round 5. Minchillo in the green, 29 years old, from Foggia in southern Italy. Ranked number 6 by the WBA. He is the Italian junior middleweight champion.
Anytime they set to punch, McCallum beats Minchillo to the punch.
And the referee, Frank Cappuccino, checking the laces on the glove of Luigi Minchillo.
Minchillo's eyes are beginning to get all puffy and red. The feared cut has not occurred as yet. They don't even get close enough to bump heads. McCallum just keeps that distance and keeps popping that jab.
Come on, stop, hold. Keep walking.
And again, the warning by the referee Cappuccino.
Warning to McCallum, stop holding. He held him behind the head and spun. Minchillo, but Minchillo just has that kind of balance that, like a drunken sailor, he just keeps coming in no matter what they do to him. They push him, they pull him. There's that piece of gauze that has been bothering him since the round before. They should cut that. That's not going to get any better. Cappuccino will cut it.
That's exactly what he indicated to the corner. Gave the scissor
Cut that off the next round, will you?
I cut that off the next time.
Was he telling us or was he telling the coach? Again, good punches by the challenger.
Not able to land flush, although he does get that left hand in.
And even if he gets close, the crowd goes wild.
The height and reach advantage of McCallum, very tough for Minchillo to beat. McCallum with 3 inches in height. He goes 5'11 and a half. Once again, the crowd coming to life, but nothing damaging done by Luigi Minchillo. Here's Minchillo again.
Good veteran move. He grabbed the gloves of McCallum, pulled him in, and punched him twice. Cappuccino on the wrong side of him, didn't see it. He's crafty, this veteran fighter. The crowd comes up when Luigi gets him in the corner.
Oh, left hook landed by McCallum, and again with the right hand. And very damaging body blows landed by Mike McCallum. Final seconds, 5th round. Look at McCallum go to the body.
The ice bag on the left eye of Minchillo, starting to puff up and swell up. Danger of it popping open, and we have the problem of a cut. Certainly, Mike McCallum has done everything he possibly could to close that eye. He has been hitting it with awesome repetitiveness.
And that's the good eye coming into this fight. Minchillo had a problem over the other eye. Luigi Minchillo in the green. The WBA junior middleweight champion, Mike McCallum, in the gold. We're just underway, round 6. And this championship fight scheduled for 15. You saw the uppercut, the short uppercut landed by McCallum.
Every one of these rounds has been close, but I've given every one to Mike McCallum because he's out-punching him 5, 6 punches to 1. He's out-maneuvering him. His ring generalship is far superior to that of the gritty challenger Luigi Minchillo. But it will come down to willpower from 10 to 15, that championship causeway, where the guy with the guts gets it.
Combination by McCallum as we hit the halfway mark in this 6th round. And as we mentioned earlier, McCallum, who has that impressive knockout record, does not have a devastating blow. The knockout power usually comes from a series of punches, and he's so effective going to the body.
That long series of punches was unanswered by Minchillo. That was the best Mike McCallum has done thus far. There were hard punches that were landing to the body. Look at him switching below, up, down, sideways. He's punching from all angles.
And this 6th round, Minchillo having all kinds of difficulty reaching the champion. Just can't get the right angle. Less than a minute left. Round 6. Marv Albert, Bertie Pacheco. We are live from Palazzo dello Sport in Milan, Italy. Now Minchillo getting to the body of McCallum. Another commanding round for Mike McCallum. And that is the end of round 6. Luigi Minchillo coming up to meet with Mike McCallum. Minchillo, a guy who won much respect in a losing effort last February against Thomas Hearns, going the distance against Hearns in Hearns' hometown of Detroit. The hitman taking a 12-round decision. Minchillo also lost by a decision going the distance with Roberto Duran. This is round 7. Mike McCallum has had his way. What does your scorecard tell us?
I've got a shutout 60 to 54. I've given every round to Mike McCallum. And it's one of those things in boxing. Certainly Luigi Minchillo has given it his all.
Come on, let's get it together.
Referee Frank Cappuccino said, come on, let's get it together.
Mike McCallum can't be any more together than he's been. It's been Mike McCallum's perfectly planned fight. It remains to be seen whether Minchillo can wear Mike McCallum out by just making him punch himself out. That's a terrible way to win a fight.
Shove by McCallum.
Ring experience, a little weariness now beginning to show on Mike McCallum. He's holding Minchillo behind the head and pushing him through the ropes.
And again, the crowd getting into it off the surge by Minchillo, but nothing damaging accomplished on the part of Minchillo. Uppercut and a right hand by McCallum. No knockdowns to this point, and Minchillo has never been put down.
Minchillo wants to get in close and make it a street fight. That's the way he can win this fight. He cannot give McCallum punching room, and that's all he's given him.
McCallum continues to get the left jab and the left hook in. And those shots to the kidney, devastating on the part of McCallum.
Especially to an old fighter like Luigi Minchillo, they should be slowing him down, but he shows no signs of the effects of these punches.
You got 30 seconds. You got 30, baby.
Seconds of the round.
Questa è l'ottava, metterci. Vediamo la fine di questo come ci ha messo. Via. Hai capito, Luigi?
The corner of the one-time Italian policeman Luigi Minchillo.
Adesso devi dargli tutto, ma senza sconforti. Dobbiamo vedere se riusciamo a portare con tutto.
And this is round 8. Scheduled for 15 for the WBA Junior Middleweight Championship. Series of left hooks by Minchillo. Mike McCallum, the champion of the gold. Luigi Minchillo in the green.
Minchillo patiently taking a thrashing over 7 rounds, waiting to see if Mike McCallum gets tired. We know Luigi can take a punch. He wants to see if Mike can take a punch. So far, he has not hammered him with anything significant. Every time he corners McCallum, McCallum spins out and uses a beautiful array of uppercuts and hooks to get out of trouble.
Minute gone by. 8th round. The hand speed of McCallum has taken this fight over.
When you look at the list of great junior middleweights there are, your mouth waters at what will happen when McCallum comes up against Davey Moore, when he comes up against John the Beast Mugabe, Mark Medell, Earl Hargrove. Good fights down the line for this Jamaican champion. But he's got to get past this tough cookie tonight.
It is one of the brightest divisions, 154 pounds, the junior middleweight. crowd getting into it as McCallum lands with those sharp combinations.
McCallum getting in close where he doesn't need to be in close. He may get butted. He may get a cut himself. He doesn't need to be there. He's such a superior boxer. He should stay outside.
Under a minute left. Round 8. And they are chanting for Luigi Minchillo. We're coming up on 11:30 at night here in Milan, Italy, and we are live from the Palazzo dello Sport. Marv Albert, fight doctor, Bertie Pacheco, and referee Frank Cappuccino breaking the fighters.
Very, very few clinches in this fight. It's been all action, all punching, primarily because Mike McCallum will not stop. A non-stop barrage of punches.
And closing in to the end of round 8. Overhead look at Palazzo del Sport in Milan, Italy. A huge complex, and there's the velodrome area used for cycling. They had motorcycle precision trials here last night. Tomorrow, the city championship of Milan in soccer will take place at the arena adjacent to where we are located. They expect 120,000 to show up for the soccer match tomorrow. And this is round 9. WBA junior middleweight champion Mike McCallum appears to be pitching a shutout against Luigi Minchillo. Oh, big right hand by McCallum.
McCallum really stepping up for a knockout now. Remember the record of Luigi Minchillo. He has not been down with the heavy punchers. And he is always dangerous.
Has a record of 44-3, 28 by knockout. Comes off a 7th round KO back in October. His most impressive win over Maurice Hope to defend his European junior middleweight title. He's gone the distance with both Roberto Duran and Thomas Hearns. Hearns had some very strong words to say about Minchillo, very favorable words to that fight. Again, crowd reacting, but Minchillo did not land. Halfway through round 9. Oh, big body shots by McCallum.
Minchillo should be trying to answer those body shots. He should be trying to hook when he gets the body shots, but nothing's happening. He's trying to come forth and trying to engage McCallum up close. That's when he has his best round.
Minchillo's success, when he has had success, usually by virtue of mauling McCallum into the ropes. And some confusion here.
It sounded like the bell, and his corner was pounding on the canvas. The referee got confused for a moment, thought it was a bell. They have a very dull-sounding bell here. When people are screaming, you can't hear it. What it is a corner man hitting on a tin step here, which makes it sound like the bell. That's what confused the referee, Cappuccino.
Despite the pounding that Minchillo has taken, he looks fresh in this 9th round.
That's his style.
A little girl was trapped.
And this is round 10. The corner of Luigi Minchillo very upset with the referee, Frank Cappuccino, between rounds.
I think Frank was a little upset himself.
McCallum landing with the hook. It has been all Mike McCallum from the start. The scoring is on the 10-point must system handled by the referee and two judges. The fight doctor scorecard has it. Clear-cut McCallum.
It's a clear-cut, but Luigi might have taken that last round, making it 8-1. And if he is to mount a charge, certainly it's got to be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15.
A very impressive combination by McCallum.
Boy, if he's waiting for McCallum to slow down or tire out, he's not cooperating.
Minute gone by. 10th round, scheduled for 15.
This is twice we have watched Mike McCallum work his way on an opponent and not be able to knock him out. Sean Mannion was a tough cookie, and this guy is even tougher.
McCallum's last fight, battling for the WBA vacant junior middleweight title at Madison Square Garden, when he won by decision, pitching the shutout against Sean Mannion. Oh, right hand by Minchillo.
This is what Luigi wants, a street fight. Why McCallum is obliging him, I have no idea.
And a short right that got in, but holding and hitting by McCallum. The referee, Frank Cappuccino, was screened.
30 secondi.
Best effort of the fight by Minchillo just a moment ago, but he continues to get tagged. Final seconds, 10th round.
Grab me around the neck again, I'm going to take the point off.
Referee Frank Cappuccino warning Mike McCallum that he would take a point away. Very dissatisfied with McCallum using his elbow as he completes a punch, and also dissatisfied about the holding that we've seen.
He keeps putting his hand around his neck and pulling him to him. Round 11, and now it's Luigi Minchillo who's trying, look at that, he's trying to work his way on the basis of strength. He wants to get in close and just out-strengthen Mike McCallum. He's had much better luck in the last two rounds. While he was getting hammered, he was also doing some damage. Something must be wrong with McCallum's knee. They kept putting ice on his knee, saying, keep that ice bag on his knee.
This is round 11, scheduled for 15. Mike McCallum in the goal, defending his WBA junior middleweight crown. In the green, it's Luigi Minchillo. He is the crowd favorite out of Foggia in southern Italy. McCallum from Jamaica, now living in Brooklyn, New York. Record of 22-0, 19 by knockout.
McCallum also punching with an open glove from time to time. That thumb out there.
And once again, the crowd reacting, but Minchillo did not land a blow of significance.
He landed a couple of good shoulders and a couple of good elbows.
David, a low blow there thrown by McCallum with the left. McCallum painting Minchillo with that left jab, and then Minchillo tried to maul McCallum but could not.
Mike McCallum is just earning this victory by outworking the tough fighting Luigi Minchillo.
Less than a minute left. Round 11.
Wait, Luigi per primo!
What a beautiful right hand by McCallum. Caught Luigi Minchillo just coming in, and that should have put him on the seat of his pants. Nothing happened. Minchillo a little weary now.
No sting of the punches of Minchillo. That right hand has set him back. As we come to the end of the 11th round. Coming up on round 12 back here in Milan, Italy. And a right hand thrown by McCallum. There it is. And that certainly did slow down Luigi Minchillo. It may have been the most effective punch of the bout. On to round 12. Marv Albert with the fight doctor, Freddie Pacheco. We are live from Milan. Mike McCallum defending his WBA Junior Middleweight Championship. And Minchillo coming out looking for some action to open up the round.
He might as well try at the beginning of the round before he gets all chopped up by McCallum, because at the end of the round he hardly has anything left. That right hand was the first right hand that had a visible effect on Minchillo. He wilted.
And McCallum's punches remain very sharp, coming from all angles, showing the entire repertoire. Minchillo letting it all out here in this 12th round.
Might as well. He's so far behind, he's got to have a knockout to win this fight.
And that was just a glancing blow thrown by Minchillo, although the crowd reacted halfway through round 12.
Voice of Blue Duva screaming, just box him, stick that jab in there. Don't fight him.
And less than a minute left. 12th round. Again, holding and hitting by both Minchillo and McCallum.
That is Luigi Minchillo's fight. Put his head in his chest and let fly with both hands to the body. It is being effective on Mike McCallum. He's not punching with the speed and with the assurance that he did before. He looks like he's wilted.
And we're coming up to the end of round 12. Mike McCallum continues to pressure Minchillo. And there is Minchillo, the wife of Luigi, who has taken a pounding most of the way. This is round 13. So Mike McCallum went 15 to beat Sean Mannion.
He didn't have to work this hard because Minchillo is still dangerous. He is behind 9-2-1 quite unofficially in rounds, but these are the rounds that count. 13, 14, and 15. Mike McCallum showing some signs of weariness that last round, as well he should. He's worked extremely hard and seen no effect other than he's winning the round.
Well, you reach a point, you get tired hitting the other guy. Coming up on a minute gone by, round 13. And the combination by McCallum. No knockdowns to this point. The most significant blow was a right hand landed by McCallum that did slow Minchillo down in round 12.
Mike McCallum all of a sudden doesn't have zip on his punches. I know there's some discussion going on now, but I did not see a foul by either fighter.
And Lou Duva in the corner of Mike McCallum. It's been a brawling, mauling bout. Both fighters have been warned about holding and low blows, using the elbow. And again, we're seeing the entire arsenal of Mike McCallum, uppercuts and hooks.
And all unanswered. That was like a 15-punch combination without an answer from Luigi Minchillo.
Right now, not much on those punches thrown by McCallum, but getting in on Minchillo.
Both fighters have every right to be exhausted. This is an exhausting fight. There have been remarkably few clinches. No resting, no respite for either fighter. Oh, good shot by McCallum.
An illustration of why he is called the body snatcher and has been going to the head successfully too. A wise move by Giovanni Branchini, the manager of Luigi Minchillo. He just said that is it, and they have stopped the fight at the end of round 13. So Mike McCallum has successfully defended his WBA Junior Middleweight Championship by stopping Luigi Minchillo in overwhelming fashion.
That was overwhelming. That's the word. It was almost every round. Wise head prevailed, as they should have in the Garden with Sean Mannion the other night on exactly the same time. At the 13th round, Sean Mannion's fight with Mike McCallum should have been stopped, but it wasn't.
So Mike McCallum now 23-0. 20 by knockout. Showing his entire repertoire against Luigi Minchillo, just connecting from the opening bell on. And there is Enzo Minchillo, an emotional night for the wife of Luigi, who watched her husband take a battering. Luigi Minchillo fighting for the title. Really got in one or two significant blows, although this crowd rooting for Minchillo and overreacting whenever Minchillo would get close to Mike McCallum, but it was McCallum, the 27-year-old out of Kingston, Jamaica, now living in Brooklyn, New York, who had his way over this man, Luigi Minchillo, right from the start. And as we mentioned earlier, although McCallum's imposing statistics indicate that he is a knockout artist, McCallum noted more for his precision punching and fast combinations, and that is what we saw. And the crowd of applauding in appreciation for the effort of Luigi Minchillo. So Mike McCallum successfully defending his WBA Junior Middleweight Championship in this his first defense of the title. We'll be back to talk with the champion in just a moment. Back at the Palazzo dello Sport in Milan, Italy, it was all Mike McCallum in defending the WBA Junior Middleweight Championship as he stops Luigi Minchillo. Let's go to the ring. Here's Ferdy.
Congratulations on your first title defense. It was just as tough as getting the title, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, thanks. Very, very tough. I knew I was into that kind of fight because I saw him fight Thomas Hearns, and I saw him fight with the tapes of Roberto Duran. I know it was a tough fight. I know it was in a good fight. And I knew the plan was to put my punches together, boxing. And from the third round was I was going to sit down with my body shots, steady off myself, the balance, and show the body shots. I know it about time.
Did you feel that he was going to last out the fight? You looked like you were starting to get tired in around 12 and 13.
No, not tired. He was a hot-foot fighter, and he keep coming, a European style. I know I was going to get flustered because my plan was to just boxing. Try and get him in position.
Here. Both fighters are now meeting. A wonderful fight. Lou Duva, the manager, do you have plans for this young man?
Yes, we'd like to fight Davey Moore, John McGobby, and more so, we'd like to fight the winner of Hearns and Hagler anytime at all. We're ready to sign for a fight.
The always brave Lou Duva and the wonderful champion who has given us a great night of fighting. Thank you very much.
Before you go, thanks to all my friends in Jamaica and back in New York City, and thanks for NBC for giving the privilege to show my great talent. It's been a long time. They've been holding on for a long, long time. Now I'm loose. They can't stop me. I'm a champion of the world.
Thank you, Mike McCallum. And now back to another champion, Marv Albert at ringside.
All right, Ferdy, very modest Mike McCallum, who has successfully defended his WBA Junior Middleweight Championship by stopping Luigi Minchillo. It is scored as a TKO in round 14. Sports World will be taking a 2-week respite and will return in just a couple of weeks. Here's a preview. In 3 weeks, Sports World returns to celebrate the holidays in style. We'll be off to a flying start with World Cup 4-man bobsled competition from Cervinia, Italy. Attacking the treacherous course at breakneck speeds, top international teams, including the powerful East Germans, risk all in the battle for championship honors. Skill and daring will determine the winner as they pound over the ice, poised on the edge of a blade between potential triumph and possible tragedy. And then Sports World will soar into the excitement of Stadium Supercross. The nation's best bikers duel in this grueling high-speed competition waged on a punishing battleground. That's all in 3 weeks at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on NBC's Sports World. Back in Milan, Italy, where moments ago, Mike McCallum stopped Luigi Minchillo, a fight that was called at the end of round 13, and Mike McCallum celebrating the victory. The body snatcher coming through with a pounding of Minchillo right throughout.
It's hard to believe that he could take that variety of body shots and head shots and still remain standing. This is the first guy that stopped him, but remember, he did not go down. Some perverse pride in that, perhaps. But the corner showed good sense. He was hopelessly behind 9-2-1, and I thought that's a good example to set for other fighters that are hopelessly outclassed. Stop it.
And manager Giovanni Branchini throwing the towel in between rounds 13 and 14. And this crowd responding very well for the hometown favorite out of southern Italy, Luigi Minchillo. Nice round of applause following the bout.
I think he deserved it. I think both fighters did. It was a fight remarkable in that there weren't any clinches, that it was non-stop action from bell to bell. although it was the most one-sided fight for it to be as close as it was in rounds. That is to say, each round was very close, but it was a 10-9 round. So at the end, you had an overwhelming score for the champion, Mike McCallum, whose future is rosy indeed, with a number of opponents that the junior middleweights now possess. John the Beast Mugabe certainly on top of the heap. Davey Moore certainly on top of the heap. And Carlos Santos and Mark Medell and Earl Hargrove, and we could name 5 more that were our championship caliber that would be wonderful fights with Mike McCallum.
A reminder, join us tomorrow for an NFL doubleheader on NBC Sports. Our featured games will include the tough Denver Broncos. They try to stay on top of the West, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And the second half of our doubleheader, what a matchup. Last year's Super Bowl champs, the LA Raiders, go to the Orange Bowl, taking on Dan Marino and the Miami Dolphins. NFL 84 with host Bob Costas getting it underway at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Check the local listings for the games in your area. Your team plays here tomorrow on NBC Sports. This is Marv Albert with Bertie Pacheco saying so long from Milan, Italy.